New tonight, Trudeau threatening Trump, the outgoing Canadian Prime Minister warning President Trump of immediate
Tesla taking the biggest hit, down 6%. That's not the only potential headache.
Elon Musk knows that Pierre Poilievre is his guy in Canada.
Trade relations between Canada and the United States have opened a new front, with Elon Musk's Tesla now in the crosshairs. Canada has targeted the United States electric vehicle giant Tesla, while on one hand, the U.S. automotive industry has been turned upside down by Donald Trump's trade policies. On the other hand, calls from within Canada to tax Tesla and provide higher incentives for vehicles produced in Canada have shifted the business landscape. Could this development have dramatic consequences for the automotive sector, especially the electric vehicle market? Why has Canada opened such a front for Elon Musk's company? Welcome to our channel. Today's topic is the new round of trade tensions between the United States and Canada. These developments in the automotive and electric vehicle industry are likely to affect not only Tesla but almost every part of the car manufacturing ecosystem. Please subscribe to our channel, turn on your notifications, and do not forget to like our video so that you do not miss these striking moves on the agenda. Now, let us take a look at the details of the issue.
Tariff.
It all started when United States President Donald Trump's trade friction with various countries, especially Canada and Mexico, turned into an unexpected reaction on the Canadian front. NDP lawmakers in Canada are considering the idea of imposing a special tariff on Tesla cars and want a $10,000 rebate on electric vehicles made in Canada. This is interpreted as a maneuver that would reduce competitiveness in the Canadian market for American brands like Tesla. Trump's automotive tariffs, introduced in February 2025, imposed on countries such as Mexico, Canada, and China, not only devastated the American automotive industry but also sparked outrage in Canada. Trump's tariffs on Mexico and Canada are not only creating tension among the people of Canada and Mexico, but also causing great concern among all American states. The tariffs are particularly disruptive in the automotive supply chain. The North American automotive production chain relies on parts repeatedly crossing borders between the three countries, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. When tariffs were added, costs skyrocketed, plans were disrupted, and manufacturers suffered losses. Tesla has been vulnerable to these new taxes, which also affect raw materials, parts, or spare materials coming from Canada, even though it mostly uses its own ecosystem and facilities such as the Nevada Gigafactory. But the latest move in Canada not only responds to Trump's tariff wars but also puts Tesla in the crosshairs. The NDP is proposing additional taxes on Teslas and a $10,000 rebate on electric vehicles made in Canada. This is meant to incentivize Canadian consumers to buy locally produced EVs instead of Teslas. CBC reports that NDP MPs are arguing, "Let us penalize American brands and support our own manufacturers." The Driven even reported that the Toronto government removed Tesla from the grants program. This is a big problem for Elon Musk and a really difficult choice. On one hand, there's the question of Canadian citizenship and the decrease in sales in Canada. On the other hand, the discount of $10,000 per vehicle. Canadians have even started a campaign to react to American brands like Tesla. Thousands of Canadians are said to have signed a petition asking for Elon Musk's citizenship to be revoked. To what extent this campaign has an official counterpart is unknown, but it is a fact that public opposition to Tesla and Musk is on the rise. The NDP's position is summarized as, Trump hit Canada in the tariff war, so he hit Tesla. Tesla is one of the most popular EV brands in Canada in recent years. However, such tax and incentive regulations may increase Tesla prices and enhance the price advantage of domestic manufacturers. Although Musk has not yet spoken publicly on this issue, it is expected that he will pursue a similar strategy as he has previously taken a stance in the United States-China trade war. Even if the company is proud of its American identity, it may have to make price adjustments to maintain market share as costs rise. Some commentators even raised the question, would Tesla consider manufacturing in Canada? In this way, it could avoid additional taxes as it would be considered domestic production and benefit from grants in Canada. But it is not clear how compatible this is with Musk's global production plans. Do these taxes only affect Tesla? In economic and political terms, it is emphasized that these taxes not only affect Tesla but also American manufacturers such as Ford and GM, which are squeezed in the Canadian market. If tensions between Canada and the United States grow, not only Tesla but also traditional American brands will be burdened by the tax burden, and Canadian consumers, already reacting to economic uncertainty, may turn to cheaper alternatives. On the other hand, the Canadian government is thinking, why give incentives to foreign brands like Tesla? Let us give higher rebates on EV models from brands that produce in Canada. This would make it even more difficult for American automakers in Canada. The political dimension of the issue is very interesting. United States President Trump has defended the tariffs by saying they have exploited our country for years, and we are going to do them justice. After similar tensions with Mexico and China, his characterization of Canada as a backstabbing ally has provoked a sharp reaction from Ottawa. The United States is our biggest trading partner. We do not want to hurt them economically, but we will defend ourselves, some Canadian politicians say. In this context, targeting a symbolic company like Tesla sends a message to both Trump and the American people. Look, we will retaliate too. In addition, the NDP is appealing to its left-wing base, presenting the idea of punishing American big corporations and supporting domestic green technology as a populist promise. What is the picture on the consumer front? Although there are those who think Tesla is already in a segment that can be considered luxury, if taxes increase, the rich will buy it again. There are also more budget-friendly versions of Tesla, such as the Model 3 or Model Y. An additional tax on their prices would make Tesla much more expensive for Canadian consumers. At the same time, the appeal of GM's domestically produced EV models or Canadian startups will increase, meaning a loss of market share for Tesla. How much can Tesla tolerate this? Perhaps it will try to offset it with price cuts or campaigns, but this would hit profitability one way or another. With the butterfly effect of Trump's tariffs, Tesla's future in the Canadian market is in jeopardy. Another dimension of the situation is Elon Musk's Canadian roots. Although Musk was born in South Africa, he had Canadian citizenship and lived in Canada for a while. Now, news of the petition demanding the revocation of Musk's citizenship is reported on BBC, as thousands of Canadians have signed it. It is not clear if there is a legal basis for this movement, but it shows public anger. Some add the allegations that Musk is close to the Trump administration to this reaction. Although Musk has at times clashed with the White House, the public perception has been that Tesla represents Trump and American interests. Canadian nationalists think, if you attack us with tariffs, we will tax your famous brand. Eyes are now on whether the rising call for a Tesla tax within the Canadian government and the NDP will become law. The NDP, which gained influence in recent elections, wants to protect the electric vehicle market in favor of Canadian manufacturers. The Toronto government's exclusion of Tesla from its grant program was the first step in this case. Will it be followed? If such a decision is made, Canadians who want to buy a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y risk paying perhaps $5,000 to $10,000 more. What happens if Tesla produces in Canada instead? EV models produced in Canada would benefit from significant incentives. This could bleed Tesla, the market EV leader, and open up space for Canadian competitors and perhaps startups, say industry analysts. But it also begs the question, what happened to the principles of free trade? On one hand, there are rumors that Tesla is considering opening a factory in Canada because Tesla, which established the Shanghai Gigafactory in China, is considering a continental expansion strategy for North America while producing for the world market from there. If Canada opens some doors for Tesla, it can be considered a local manufacturer and avoid taxes. It is not known how much this would damage Musk's identity as an American brand, but economic reasoning can sometimes take precedence over a sense of citizenship. In any case, Canada targets Tesla, and the United States automotive industry is in trouble, one of the most striking headlines in recent times. On the other hand, the tariffs do not only affect Tesla or the automotive industry. Trump's tariffs on countries such as Canada, Mexico, and China have increased costs in many sectors: logistics, agriculture, energy, technology. This tension, which has led to the North American Free Trade Agreement, USMCA, being questioned again, begs the question, will it lead to a comprehensive trade war? For now, steps such as Canada may impose tariffs on Tesla excluded from grant programs, seem symbolic. But if things escalate, Canada could respond with a tax on Canadian cars or parts. This chain reaction could mean a full-scale trade war. To summarize, what started with Trump's tariffs has turned into a retaliatory move against Tesla in Canada. Canadian politicians are considering responding to Tesla with special taxes and restrictions. This step could jeopardize Tesla's future in the Canadian market, with knock-on effects on the American automotive and electric vehicle industry. Elon Musk's citizenship and Tesla's ecosystem are also at the center of these discussions. Where the process evolves depends on the pulse of the Canadian Parliament and public opinion. The new United States tariffs, the Trump administration's stance, and Tesla's possible manufacturing plans in Canada, there are many question marks. But it is clear that the North American automotive market will continue to be turbulent. What do you think? Will Tesla retreat in Canada in the face of the tariffs, or will it build a new factory? How will this tension escalate as Trump's tariffs continue? Share your comments with us, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. See you in our next video. Bye.